What's going on, guys? Matt Sheldon here from Become Elite, and these are 10 things that I cannot live without. So I completely ripped off this idea from GQ, and since I'm not going to be famous enough to ever be interviewed by GQ, I just thought that I'll just make my own video and post it to my own channel. So the first thing that I cannot live without are these Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies. I'd say about 4 to 5 nights out of the week, I'm having 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cookies. I kind of have a philosophy when it comes to nutrition for myself that really works for me, and what I do is, as long as I have a healthy, nutritious breakfast, a healthy, nutritious lunch, snack, dinner, and I haven't been cheating throughout the entire day, and I've been good the entire day up to this point, I can reward myself with some cookies. The second thing that I cannot live without, I'm actually using right now, and it's my Sony a7 III camera. I upgraded to this camera about 3-4 years ago, and I just noticed a huge quality improvement to my videos, and I just love this camera. It's the best camera that I've ever used, and it's also the most expensive camera that I ever used. But I'm using the camera pretty much every single week, multiple times a week, to film vlogs, videos like this, TikToks, whatever, and it just plays a huge part of my life. So definitely couldn't live without my Sony a7 III. I'm gonna give you guys kind of 3 for 1, but the third thing that I cannot live without are what I call my training essentials. First, we have the Nike Mercurial Vapor 11s. When these Vapor 11s came out, I thought that they were the ultimate boot for my specific foot. They just fit perfectly. I didn't have to break them in at all, and they were just perfect. Then when the new Vapors came out, the 12s, 13s, 14s, I liked them, they were okay, but I just didn't think they fit as well as the Vapor 11s. So I've kind of continued to wear these as long as I can. And big shout out to Halt's Boots for consistently finding and supplying and sourcing Vapor 11s for me. The next training essential are these Steps Grip socks. I've been wearing these since Sheldon Tweedy sent me out the first pair in 2018, 2019 or so. I love them. I kind of figured that as soon as you wear grip socks for the first time, you can never go back to normal socks because you notice all the little movements that your foot makes inside of the boot. When I combine the Steps Grip socks with the Vapor 11s, it just is like the ultimate foot experience for me as a footballer. And then the third training essential is these Pactera compression shorts. I've been wearing these since 2017 when Pactera sent them out to me for the first time. And as soon as I put them on, I said that these were the most comfortable compression gear that I've ever had out of any top-notch brand ever. So I've been wearing these at every single team training with every single team I've been with since 2017. All of my off-season training, everything has always been in Pactera compression shorts. And even for games, when I have to wear different colors, I have a white pair, blue pair, black pair, gray pair, whatever. So whatever my team is wearing, I can kind of trade out the compression gear that they give me with my Pactera gear, and it's all sunshine and rainbows. So the fourth thing that I cannot live without is my deflated lame ass pillow, as my wife says. I have very weird sleeping habits. I sleep like a corpse, just completely horizontal, flat, and I don't move the entire night. So I need a pillow that offers pretty much zero support and just lets me be completely horizontal and straight. I hate it when my head is propped up at an angle. I can't sleep that way. And when I'm traveling into hotels and I can't bring my deflated pillow with me, I just push all the pillows away and just sleep with my head completely flat on the mattress like a psychopath. The fifth thing that I cannot live without is my Breville espresso machine. I am completely addicted to coffee, 100% addicted to caffeine, and I have 1 to 2 cups of coffee every single morning from this machine. And then sometimes in the afternoon, if I need a little pick me up, I'll have another cup of coffee. I love this machine so much because my favorite drinks are lattes, cappuccinos, cortados, stuff like that. So having this, I can make those fancier drinks in my own home without spending $5 every single time out at a coffee shop. So this Breville machine has been game changing for me. I love it and use it every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. The sixth thing that I cannot live without is a pair of white sneakers. These particular models are Thursday boots, but I've also had Cole Haans. I've had different types of white sneakers in the past, but I love these because I am kind of a minimalist when it comes to clothing. I don't like having lots of pairs of shoes or lots of pairs of clothes. It kind of stresses me out. So I can have a white leather pair of sneakers like this, and I can wear it with anything. I wear it with Lululemon athleisure gear, and I wear that to training. I can wear this with a pair of jeans and go out. I can wear this with a nicer pair of pants and button-down shirt, and I can go out to a nice dinner with Mimi. It's perfect. I can have one pair of shoes that does it all. So white sneakers 100% is essential for my life. The 7th thing that I cannot live without is a pair of noise canceling headphones. I used to have the big Bose over the ear noise canceling ones, but they're just kind of cumbersome, and taking those everywhere with me as I travel with the team like every weekend just kind of got kind of tiring. I know, first world problems, but last Christmas I asked for these and my parents gave them to me. They're the AirPods Pro, and I love them. I think that the noise canceling feature is almost as good as the huge over the ear ones, but yet they come in this tiny little package. So I'm constantly using these. I'm using these to watch movies and shows while I'm traveling. I'm using these to edit videos. I'm using these to cancel out the noise of Mimi when she's trying to get me to do chores or stuff around the house, but definitely essential for my life and something I cannot live without. Item number 8 is the Banana Boat Sport Cool Zone SPF 30 sunscreen. For some reason, I'm like mildly allergic to most sunscreens out there, pretty much every sunscreen except for this one. And it kind of gives me a little rash or irritation on the skin. And for whatever reason, whatever chemicals they have or don't have in here, it really doesn't affect me in any way. So this specific sunscreen is something that I cannot live without because I'm using it constantly every day in the morning to put on my face and then all over my body because I'm training 2-3 hours a day out in the sun in Charleston, South Carolina. So I definitely am using this every single day, multiple times a day. The 9th thing that I cannot live without is my football journal. I've been writing in a journal like this since I dropped out of college in 2014 to go pursue a professional contract, and I have been pretty religiously writing in that journal. I'd say once a week for the most part. Sometimes I'll go like a month without writing in it if I'm really down or something. But I honestly have been pretty good for the last 6-7 years of writing in this journal. This is actually the 3rd book as well. I've filled up 2 books completely full. They're at my house in Portland, but this is the 3rd book and I'm about a quarter of the way through already. So I love these because it just helps put all of the jumbled thoughts in my head about what's going on at training, how I'm playing, how the games are going, my goals, what's been stressing me out, or whatever. I can just put all those thoughts in my head onto paper, and it's just a really therapeutic process. So definitely something that I cannot live without. The 10th and final item I cannot live without is this blanket that was knitted for me by hand for my grandma. I'm a big blanket guy. Whenever I'm on the couch at home, I have to have a blanket on me. Even if it's hot, I need to have a blanket. It just gives me some security. I don't know what it is, but this was knitted for me from my grandma, I think a couple years ago or so. And I have it on me every single day. When I'm on the couch watching TV, when I'm editing, when I'm just have my morning cup of coffee, always under this blanket. So item number 10 is this blanket from my grandma. So there we go, guys. That is 10 things I cannot live without. Kind of a more fun video today, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace. And Mimi says to go comment on GQ's videos to invite Matt Sheldon. I think I need about 1 million more followers for that. Yeah. Data Kardashian, you said? We'll see.